conduct of State's Attorney Greg Bernstein.
That's right.
His unholy alliance with Police Commissioner Bielfeld is clearly reflected in his dropping of felony charges against a Sham-Rim college student and Israeli Special Forces soldier.
That's right.
His unwillingness to initiate a grand jury investigation into the Baltimore City Police Department murder of Officer Torben is also a manifestation of institutional racism at its best. Now, I want to call to your attention a little history, because you need to know, and I think you remember, that Bernstein's sign was on Bielfeld's lawn. Does anybody remember that? Why was Bernstein's lawn during the election? Why was Bernstein's sign on Bielfeld's lawn? Obviously, he supports the state's attorney. So that's the unholy alliance we're talking about. What am I saying? I'm saying that the Baltimore City Police Department is a state entity by statute. Statutorily, it is a state agency. Although the mayor has the power to hire and fire the police commissioner, it is a state agency. Well, what the hell is Governor Martin O'Malley saying about all this?
Right on.
Obviously, he's saying nothing about it because he was the architect, if you recall, of the thousands and thousands of over 100,000 illegal arrests during his administration in Baltimore City when he was the mayor of Baltimore City.
That's right.
That's right. The mayor is currently, Stephanie Rollins Blake, is currently orchestrating a cover-up, in my opinion. And she's orchestrating a cover-up because she's talking about an independent review of the Baltimore City Police Department internal investigation. They've got no business internally investigating anything because they cannot be trusted. They cannot be trusted, so they can't investigate themselves. They cannot investigate themselves. Now we're looking at the faith-based institutions, and although I have a great guy next to me, Brother Witherspoon, a great preacher, we got a whole lot of preachers in this town who ain't saying nothing.
That's right.
Black and white. It's time for the clergy to open their mouths.
Amen. Amen.
It's time for the NAACP to get up and open its mouth aggressively. The Urban League, the Baltimore City chapter of the Urban League, appears to be dead. If this is a state institution, in effect, then why aren't we hearing from Catherine Pugh? All of these political operatives that we have in this state, not only the legislative black caucus, but we're talking about white folk legislators as well. Nobody's saying nothing. Everybody's chicken-hearted, and they don't have the guts or courage of their convictions. We've got to fire Police Commissioner Bielfeld. Fire his ass yesterday. He's got to go. So I'll answer any questions you have, because other people here have things to say, and we have other organizations represented who may want to say it. If you have no questions of me, then we'll have Sharon Black's group speak to you. Any particular questions of me?
Me.
I'm Leo W. Burroughs, Jr., and I'm one of the co-coordinators for this demonstration. I'm a longtime community activist.
My name is Sharon Black. I'm with the job as a rights campaigner. And we are basically here to stand in solidarity with the other community groups, saying no to racist hate crimes. We're standing against the racist attacks that recently took place in our county. I want to say that one of the things that we're particularly concerned with is disparity between the treatment of the Upper Park Heights neighborhood in terms of what is done to the Lower Park Heights area. Obviously, Lower Park Heights has been neglected. It needs a jobs program. We need health care there. We need recreation centers for youth. It's a big, big difference. And this attack and how it's been handled is an absolute outrageous shame. Shawmram has to be disbanded.
That's right.
Regardless of your religion, regardless of your nationality, every justice-minded person has to see what Shawmram is. It's a KK vigilante group. When a young youth, a 15-year-old youth from Northwestern High School, who has no choice but to walk through a wealthy, predominantly white neighborhood, is told that, what do you belong in this neighborhood? What is that but nothing but a code word for racism?
That's right,
We
Sharon.
can't tolerate this in this city, and we have to stand for justice.
Amen.
So once again, I'll make this very quick. Our group, because we represent the unemployed, we represent people who've been harmed by this economic crisis, we're saying three basic things. Prosecute the crimes for what they are, hate crimes. Prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law. We do not need a double standard of justice. This vigilante hate group, Shawmram, must be disbanded, and all ties with the Baltimore City Police should be severed from this group.
That's right.
Obviously, they're operating illegally. Obviously, they're a hate group, and they should be disbanded. And our last demand really is that the disparity of treatment in neighborhoods in Baltimore City between the wealthy and the poor neighborhoods must be ended, and you can see it very glaring in this neighborhood. We have to come together, many of us who are parents, and say, no, the youth that go to school in the Northwestern High School, senior high school, deserve better. They deserve to be able to walk in safety from their school to their bus stops or wherever they have to go to be home. So thank you again to all the other sisters and brothers who've gathered here from other community groups. I will say one last thing. February the 15th, when the next hearing comes up, the next trial, even though we know the prosecutor is Republican, has decreased the charges and dropped them to misdemeanors, we will be outside there, not just to make our demands heard, but also just in general to say no to racism, any kind of racist threats that are pointed at young people. Thank you.
Amen. Reverend C.D. Witherspoon, the Southern Christian Leadership Conference.
Thank you so much. I want to thank Mr. Leo and Sharon Black and all of the groups that are here today in relationship to this atrocity. I want to make it very clear, because right now the only thing that will matter for our community is results. The SCLC, our official position on this issue is that from this point forward, any type of justice-related issues, we're going to take them, hand-deliver them directly either to the Justice Department or to the FBI. Every single justice-related issue. We have no faith whatsoever in the unholy relationship between the State's Attorney's Office and the Police Department. Mr. Leo articulated it very clearly, because when the sign was posted on Beerfield's lawn, I personally filed a complaint with the Ethics Board in relationship to it. I indicated to Rawlings Blake that she needed to take a position on this issue because Beerfield is an appointed official as opposed to an elected official. We told Rawlings Blake that she was completely out of line to allow for Beerfield to take this position. Beerfield should have been fired at that particular time. We personally feel that as a result of this situation, as soon as Bernstein saw the position that Beerfield took on this issue, he took the same position because Bernstein is his man. He advocated to get Beerfield elected. Just on Saturday, there was a quote in the paper where a columnist referred to Beerfield and Bernstein as friends. We need a little bit of objectivity between the State's Attorney's Office and the Police Department. We need entities that have autonomy, ones that can work together, but ones that the people can trust to maintain the institution of justice. And until we feel as if though the institution of justice can be preserved and upheld in this town, and that everybody can receive justice, whether you live in the upper part of Park Heights or in the lower part of Pike Heights, whether you live uptown or downtown, until we see that everyone can receive justice equally, we are going to ensure that we take every single justice-related case directly to the Justice Department and to the FBI. And lastly, we have too many concerns in relationship to black officers in Baltimore City being shot. I don't know what the hell is going on, but as a community, we are not going to stand for it. Just like a tree planted by the rivers of the water, we shall not be moved.
All right.
Thank you.